Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today to share my February projects. It's been a little while since I shared my January works in progress, and a lot has happened since then, so things haven't gone exactly how I've planned, but I still have some fun things to share with you today, and I can give you a little hint as to why I didn't get everything done that I told you I would last time. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to share with you are my sampler spree blocks. I have finished 10 more blocks since the beginning of this year. I'll just flip through them really quickly. That leaves me with just 20 to go, and then I can put this quilt together. I am so excited to be able to put this together because it uses all of our fabric collections so far, and I'm going to be able to sneak in some of our upcoming collection that we'll be able to share with you in March. And I've mentioned this before, but I keep this just in this great container. It has air holes. I keep all my blocks in there, and the book even fits, and I set it on my shelf, and it's just been really, really great. Okay, the latest Bright Side block is available. The November sampler box finally shipped, and those boxes have been backed up because of the supply chain, but they are starting to move again. So I'm just going to flip through block 1. This is with our Happy Days fabric. Block 2, block 3, block 4, 5, which actually goes that way, and 6, 7, and 8. So I'll keep you posted on these as those become available. The other thing I'm working on that you might be aware of are the Quilting Life 2022 block of the month, and I'm making my 6-inch blocks using Minnick & Simpson, and I'm going to alternate the churn dash sections in blues and reds. So this has been really fun. And then I'm using Seashore Drive for my 12-inch blocks. And block 3, the March block, will be shared just 2 weeks from today on Thursday, March 3rd. Okay, these, I think I had mentioned them to you, but I don't believe I've showed them to you, and I know for sure you haven't seen them quilted, but I had the Farmhouse Gatherings 2 collection by Lisa Bonjean, and I made another mini brick road table runner. I just love this pattern. What I like to do is add a 3-inch border on just to make it bigger for my table, because the pattern as it's written is a little bit small for where I usually want to put it. The other thing is that a full charm pack will make more blocks than you need for this runner. This is the middle part of this runner is the exact size of the pattern. I just added the border. But with my extra blocks, I was able to make a mini little runner, and I have the perfect place for this in my kitchen, just a little small spot that needs a runner. I actually needed a couple more pieces of fabric for this, and I went into my scraps and I got the original Farmhouse Gatherings and put a few pieces from that in there. So this actually has a little mix of both of those collections. Okay. So I wanted to show you this. I showed it to you last time, but it wasn't quilted, and it's now home from the quilter. And this is our Bouquet Quilt, and this also uses fabrics from lots of our different fabric collections. And this pattern has also a mini size available in it. Val Krieger did the beautiful custom quilting on it, and she brought it to my house the day that we taped the podcast with her in it, and my other quilter Marion that you might have seen earlier this week. So this is Bouquet, and it's all done. I absolutely love it. Okay, I just want to take a minute and explain to you why I don't have a double wedding ring block to share to you today. Chelsi and I were super surprised one day. All of a sudden on our doorstep, we got the sample yardage for our next fabric collection that we'll be sharing in March. We had no idea when it was going to arrive. We knew that it could arrive sometime in the month of February, but it actually arrived on the last Sunday in January, which was really strange because we never get fabric on a Sunday. But FedEx dropped off those boxes, and so we have both been very busy cutting that up and sewing, and so that is why I don't have a lot of other fun things to share with you today, but I'll have lots to share in March. The other thing I want to mention just before we close is that I'm also working on some organization projects in my sewing room. The carpenter is supposed to have everything ready to install pretty soon. He said he would give me 2 days notice to get things cleaned out. And so when he gives me that call, I will be taking some before pictures, and then I'm going to document my process of I'm going to actually take everything out and put it on my dining room table, and then I'm going to have Billy come over and videotape kind of that process before I bring it back in here, and I think that's going to be super interesting for everyone. And okay, I think that's it for February projects of the month. Okay, so that is it for my February works in progress. March is going to be so much fun because, as I mentioned earlier, there are so many things that we are going to be able to share with you in March. I just can't stop working with our new fabric, and it is beautiful. And so if you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for stopping by.